Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you love Miffy and want a cute, functional way to carry your water bottle this summer, you are in the exact right place. Today, we are making this adorable Miffy water bottle holder. It is 100% beginner friendly, there's no magic ring and no sole for the ears and body. Let's grab your yarn and hook and follow me. For today's project, we will need 4 pine milled white cotton yarn, a bead of black yarn for the mouth and eyes, a 3mm hook, scissors, a needle, and a stitch marker. Let's get started. Now, let's start 1-1. Since we aren't using a magic ring today, we'll start with a simple chain 2. Let's make a snip knot by using our finger. Take your yarn and wrap it across your fingers to form a loop. Now cross the working yarn over the tail so it forms an X shape on your finger. Next, use your finger to wrap the string at the back and pull it right through the loop in front. Gently pull the working yarn to tighten it. Now, insert your hook into the loop and adjust the tightness. Before we start, let me show you how I hold my yarn. I usually wrap the working yarn around my pinky finger, bring it over my index finger, and then use my middle finger and thumb to hold the crochet piece. Next, chain 2, yarn over, pull through the loop. It is the chain 1. Then yarn over again, pull through the loop, chain 2. Now we are going to work all of our stitches for this round directly into that very first chain we made. Insert our hook into that first chain. Yarn over and pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both. That's our first single crochet. Place a stitch marker into that first stitch right now so we won't lose it. Now, working into the exact same first chain, let's make 7 more single crochets. That gives us a total of 8 single crochets. Once you are done, remove the stitch marker, insert your hook back into that first marked stitch, yarn over, pull through everything to make a snip stitch to join. 1-1 is finished. For 1-2, chain 1, we are going to make an increase into every single stitch around. An increase just means making 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So, insert your hook into the very first stitch. Make 1 single crochet, mark it with your stitch marker, and then make another single crochet right into that exact same spot. Repeat this all the way around, since we start with 8 stitches. Double them means you will have a total of 16 stitches at the end of this round. When you get to the end, Skip the snip stitch and the chain 1 from the previous row and snip stitch into our third smart stitch to close the round. Round 2 is finished, then chain 1. For round 3, our pattern is 1 single crochet, then an increase. Repeat that sequence 8 times around. You will end up with 24 stitches, snip stitch to join. I will see you at the end of round 3. Make a slip stitch to finish round 3. Round 3 is finished. For round 4, chain 1 first. To keep our circle nice and perfectly round without distinct corners, we will speed the stitches. The pattern for round 4 will be make 1 single crochet and increase, and then 1 single crochet. Repeat this pattern 8 times around for a total of 32 stitches. Slip stitch to join at the end of the round. Continue your work, and I will see you at the end of round 4. Make a snip stitch to finish round 4. Round 4 is finished. For round 5, chain 1 first. The pattern here is 3 single crochets and then an increase. Repeat this pattern 8 times around until you have 40 stitches and snip stitch to join. Make a slip stitch to close the round. Round 5 is finished. For round 6, chain 1 first. We will do 2 single crochets and increase and 2 single crochet. Repeat this pattern 8 times around to get 48 stitches. Snip stitch to join at the end of the round. Finish round 6 with a snip stitch. For round 7, chain 1 first and make 5 single crochets followed by an increase. Repeat this pattern 8 times around. You will have a total of 56 stitches at the end of the round. The end of round 7. Make a slip stitch to close the round. The end of round 7, cut your yarn and pull it through to fasten off. Now, for Miffy's iconic ears, we are going to attach them directly to round 7, so there is no sewing required later. Insert your hook into any stitch along the edge of round 7. Pull up your white yarn and make 4 single crochets along the next 4 stitches. Now, chain 1 and turn your piece around. Work 4 single crochets back across. Then chain 1, turn your piece again and work another 4 single crochets. Chain 1, turn your piece one more time and do another 4 single crochets. That's 4 total rows of 4 single crochets. To give the ear its cute, round Miffy shape, we are going to do a special final row. Now, turn your work, make a slip stitch into the third stitch. Then a half double crochet into the second. A single crochet into the third stitch. And a slip stitch into the last stitch. Now you can see the curve of the little ear. Then we can cut our yarn and fasten off. To make the second ear, simply skip 5 stitches along the edge of round 7 from where your third ear ends. Insert your hook into the next stitch and repeat the exactly same process we did before. Cut your yarn and fasten off. See? Now Miffy have both of her ears. Hide all the yarn tail before we go to the next step. You can see here is the front and here is the back. Before we go any further, we need to give Miffy her sweet face. Grab some black yarn and a needle. We will put the eyes next to the center of the face. We will make the Miffy mouth down under the center. First, we make Miffy's signature X mouth right underneath the exactly center of the face circle. Just make 2 crossing diagonal lines. Next, find the balance points on either side above the mouth to place our eyes. Take your time to make sure they look symmetrical. Once you are happy with how she looks, tie a secure knot on the back side and cut the yarn. She's coming to life. Now, off camera, you are going to repeat the exact pattern from 1-1 to 1-7 to create another plain white circle of the back of the bottle holder. You don't need to add ears or a face to this one. Go ahead and pause the video here to make your second piece. Welcome back. Now we are going to crochet these two sides together. Place your two pieces right sides together, meaning Miffy's cute face and the nice sides of the back piece are facing each other on the inside, and the back sides are facing out. Start from here. We will make single crochet to join two pieces. Find the left ear on the front piece. Insert your hook through the first stitch right next to the left ear on the back piece and slide it through the corresponding stitch on the face piece. Make a chain 1 first. Then insert your hook into the next stitch of the both pieces. Yarn over and pull up a loop. You now have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through both loops. That's your third single crochet to join. Continue single crocheting through both layers all the way around the outer edge. This secures our pouch perfectly. Keep going until you reach the right ear side. And then stop. Do not cut your yarn. We are going to go straight into making the mesh body. When you reach the right ear side, then stop. Don't cut your yarn. We are now ready to build the mesh body of our holder, which allows it to stretch and fit almost any water bottle. Now, chain 10 first. After chain 10, skip 5 stitches along the top opening edge and make 1 single crochet into the 6th stitch. Chain 10 again. Skip 5 stitches and make 1 single crochet. We are going to repeat this sequence a total of 9 times all the way around the opening. To finish round 1, simply snip stitch into the very first chain space we made. First round, we already made line loop. To start round 2 and all the following rounds, we need to get our hook to the top middle of our first mesh loop. To do that, simply make 4 snip stitches up along the first 4 chains of our current loop. Now that you are at the top, I forgot to place a stitch marker here so that we know here is the starting point of round 2. For round 2, chain 10 first and make 1 single crochet directly into the next chain 10 space. From here, you just keep chaining 10 and single crocheting into the next chain space around and around. You can repeat this pattern until the mesh body is long enough to fit your favorite water bottle. This is the great time to put on some music or your favorite podcast and just cruise through the rows. After doing this 7 times, your water bottle holder is big enough. To end round 7, make a snip stitch to close the round. Then make 4 snip stitch to the top of middle. Now, let's do the very last row. We will do the same thing as before, but with a little change. Instead of making 10 chains, we are only make 4 chains. This makes the loops smaller, so it hangs your bottle like a cozy blanket. When you get to the end, make a snip stitch to finish, but wait, don't cut your yarn yet. we needed to make the handle next. Make a snip stitch to finish this run. Now, let's make the handle. Chain 30 times. If you want a longer handle, you can chain 40 times instead. Now, fly your hook over the other side of the circle. Make a single crochet to stick the handle down. We want a strong, thick handle. Let's walk all the way back. Make 30 snip stitches along the handle until you get back to where we start. Now, cut the yarn, hide all the yarn tail inside. Dun-dun! Our Miffy water bottle holder is all done. But wait, don't go yet. I have one more super cool surprise to show you. Look at this magic trick. We can take the non-matched body and gently stuff in right inside Miffy's head. Tuck it all in, nice and cozy, and look. Now, your bottle holder turns into a tiny cute plushie. You can hang her on your school backpack as a beautiful bagcharm to show all your friends. When you get thirsty and need to carry your water, just pull the match body out. It is like two fun toys in one. Now, we are really done. I share easy crochet ideas for beginners and handmade gifts. If you enjoy crochet keychains and beginner-friendly projects, consider subscribing. It really helps support my channel. Happy crocheting, and I will see you in the next video.